Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime.
I love the Mexican people and their spirit, but the country of Mexico is killing us. I want to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall. I want to build the wall. We need the wall.
And Mexico will pay for the wall.
But we have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them.
The man of the toupee. This is on the front page of the New York Times. I don't wear a toupee. I'll prove once and for all that it's mine, okay? Come. Is it mine? Look.
It is.
It is. Say it, please.
Yes, I believe it is.
Thank you. I have such respect for women. I cherish women. I love the women that faint when I speak. Those are the ones that love me.
No, go ahead, Donald.
No, I'm a gentleman, Hillary. Go ahead. What I say is what I say. You understood what was said. This was locker room talk. Every woman lied when they came forward to hurt my campaign.
Believe me, she would not be my first choice, that I can tell you. You take a look at her words. You tell me what you think. I don't think so. I don't think so.
All of these liars will be sued after the election is over.
I'm going to take such good care of women's health care issues, you won't even believe it.
Has to be some form.
Social
Such a nasty
Security
woman.
Trust Fund.
I have tremendous respect for women.
Have you ever
and
done those
women
things?
Have respect for me.
But I'm surging with women.
But we've been right about almost everything. Did you ever see the hat? Trump is right about everything. I hope I'm not right about World War III, because you're very close to World War III. I'm not predicting it, but I'm saying you're very close. We have a man negotiating for us who can't put two sentences together. He can't see the stage. He can't find the stairs to get off the stage. And I'm not going to imitate him, because every time I imitate him, they say he couldn't find his way. It's true. It's true. True, Robert. It's true. 2 weeks ago, I did one of the greatest imitations. I imitated him. You know, he finishes the speech. His speeches last for about 3 minutes because, you know, his gasoline sort of runs out a little bit. It's a little bit like an electric car, isn't it? You know, it doesn't go far. Doesn't go far. Got a couple of problems. Doesn't go far. No, but he finished his speech, and I did this great imitation. You know, the way he always points, like, huh. And then he walks in a different direction. But I did it. He goes like, huh. Destruction, terrorism, and weakness.
First of all, I think he's been a disaster as a president. He's the worst president in the history of our country. The happiest person around right now is Jimmy Carter. I've been saying this because he looks like a brilliant president by comparison, like literally brilliant by comparison to this guy. There's never been anybody like him. Now we have another war going on in the Middle East, just started up, and Bidenomics is the least of it, but it's been a disaster for the country. Inflation's now going up again, but really look at the inflation that's taken place over the last 3 years. I was looking today, energy's up at 38%, and food's up 32%. Everything's up. It's not going to come down. They're not going to get it down. Even if they got it even right now, it doesn't matter. The damage is all done. No matter what you make, no matter how much your salary went up, it's peanuts compared to when you look at all these things. They were talking about housing prices. They were talking about rental. If you rent an apartment anywhere in the country, you're up 40%, and that you can't make up for that. He's been a disaster as a president, and we're spending money hand over fist on Ukraine as an example, and yet Europe, you add it up, it's a similar size economy as ours. Europe is not spending anything by comparison. We're in for $200 billion, or they're in for $22 billion. And yet it certainly affects them more than it affects us. We have a thing called an ocean in between. They don't have that ocean. but they're not, and nobody's telling them to do it. I told them to spend for NATO. I said, you have to spend money, and they said, well, I don't really know. Would you protect us? I said, no, if you don't spend, we're not going to protect you. And all of a sudden, billions and hundreds of billions came pouring into NATO because I said that. You have to ask them for the money. They'll pay it if you ask them. I don't think anybody is asking them. But you look at the difference between what we're spending on Ukraine, as an example, and what they're spending. And the only difference is nobody's asking, or they don't know how to ask. But you really probably have to tell them, this is what you're going to do, and they'll do it. So it's a very unfair thing. Very bad things are happening for our country. I don't think we've ever been in danger of World War III like we are right now. And I always say, and I say it in every speech, I will prevent World War III. I know all these people. I know good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't make any difference. I know every one of them, and they're not going to mess around with us. We are weak. We are ineffective. We're laughed at as a country, and Bidenomics is a total disaster.
Is there anybody you'd like to apologize to right now yourself?
No.
No?
I think I would probably get along very well with Putin. Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find.
You're the puppet.
I know nothing about Russia.
Talking about Gitmo, right? Guantanamo Bay, which, by the way, we are keeping open. And we're going to load it up with some bad dudes, believe me. We're going to load it up.
Would I approve waterboarding? You bet your ass I'd approve it. You bet your ass. In a heartbeat. And I'd bring back a hell of a lot worse than waterboarding. I want surveillance of certain mosques, okay? If that's okay. Because they are recruiting by the thousands. They're leaving our country. And then when they come back, we take them back. Oh, come on back. Where were you? I was fighting for ISIS. Oh, come on back. Go home. Enjoy yourself. I will absolutely take database on the people coming in from Syria if we can't stop it, but we're going to. I've made it known, if I win, they're going back. ISIS is honoring President Obama. He is the founder of ISIS. He's the founder of ISIS, okay? He's the founder. He founded ISIS. And I would say the co-founder would be crooked Hillary Clinton. If you're on a sports team, most valuable player, MVP, you get the MVP award. ISIS will hand her the most valuable player award. I thought I heard a little voice over there. Get him out. Take him out. Get him out of here. Oh, throw him the hell out of here. Am I allowed to rip that whistle out of the mouth? I'd rip that. Just go home to mommy. I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks. I don't throw babies out, believe me. I love babies. Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? I always wanted to get the Purple Heart. This was much easier. If I become president, we're all going to be saying Merry Christmas again. That I can tell you. If you look at North Korea, this guy, he's like a maniac, okay? And you got to give him credit. I don't know anything about him.
Do you plan to visit with the Pope when he comes into Philadelphia?
Well, the Pope believes in global warming. You do know that, right? Hey, in this room, it's so hot in here, maybe I'll start to believe it myself. This room is hot. Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said. Whoever the hell bought this mic system, don't put the son of a bitch to put it in, I'll tell you. These people. No, this mic is terrible. Stupid mic keeps popping. Nevada. And you know what I said? I said when I came out here, I said, nobody says it the other way. It has to be Nevada. He said I had small hands. Actually, I'm 6'3", not 6'2", but he said I had small hands. They're not small, are they? I never heard that one before. Donald Trump has small hands. So I said, small hands. These guys know. I hit a ball 280 yards. Stand up, my club champion. Stand up. Do I hit the ball good? Do I hit it long? Is Trump strong? Huh? He referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee it. All right. Okay. I think we should take a drug test prior to the debate.
My mic was defective within the room.
Did that explain the sniffles then?
Did you see where Biden wants to take me to the back of the barn? Me. He wants it. I'd love that. I'd love that. Mr. Tough Guy.
So I spent a long time this morning on making my shoes so beautiful, so shiny. And then I walked through more dusty floors than I've ever seen in my life. Thank you, Anthony Weiner. It's a rigged system. The system is totally rigged and broken.
This system is rigged.
We're competing in a rigged election. This is a rigged election.
Will totally accept the results of this great and historic presidential election if I win.
There's never been anything like this. So go and register. Make sure you get out and vote.